Hey guys, just Bill from Townsend Outdoors. So you've got all your parts and pieces from your bridge hammock, either your luxury or your big guy bridge is what we're looking at now. The first thing that you want to do to go ahead and get this set up is take your ridge line, and that's just going to be looped around itself, and you're going to end up with this side, okay? Now, we're in the shop here, so what I've got is I've got this tree strap and a whoopee sling on one side or the other. With these bridges, they are a little bit bigger than a gathered end might be, so what you might want to do to keep the tree-to-tree distance down if you're out in the field is just use a tree strap on one side and only use one whoopee sling, so one side adjustable, okay? But what I've got here is I've got my tree strap hung up and I've got a red carabiner. If you order carabiners from me to go with your bridge, they're going to be color matched to go with the bridge. But the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and hang my adjustable ridge line, and I'm going to bring that out, and I'm going to keep the adjustable side at the foot end, okay, which is the blue side of the bridge. And right now it's full open. The stopper is pretty close to the end. I'm going to set it about midway, and I'm going to get the blue side, okay, my foot end, and in this case it's hard to see in the shop here, but I've got the whoopee sling on this side, okay? So I'm going to get that up so that I've got just a little bit of slack. See how this is a little bit loose, okay? That gets me started to pitch the bridge. So whatever you've got going on either side, if you need tree straps and whoopies, if you're using adjustable slings with toggles, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, at some point you're going to get to a carabiner or a soft shackle if you want to save a little bit of weight. All right, but the bridge part outside the suspension is going to start with the adjustable ridge line here, okay? Now I'm going to grab the bridge itself, and again, we've got the red head, blue foot system on the bridge. So I've got the bridge body, and I've got the two red pieces for the head side. All right, we want to keep them separated and open, but what I'm going to do is come to the head side, take the bridge, tuck it under my arm so I don't drop it, and I'm going to open them up, okay? Now I want to take this side that's away, I'm going to roll the ridge line out of the way, and I'm going to clip the red side on one side of the ridge line that's orange. And I'm going to clip the other side on the other side of the ridge line, okay? One reason to use carabiners is they help keep everything nice and clean and organized. But what you want is you want the dog bone, ridge line, dog bone, okay? See how we've got everything separated and centered? We're going to open the bridge up, and before I get too far, I've got my pockets, so that tells me that I'm at the head end, and the pockets are facing up, and nothing's twisted on the head end of the bridge. So everything looks good. I'm going to keep going. And as I get to the foot end, I'm going to find my two blue ends. Red head, blue feet, okay? And see how I've got them open? I can see that there's no twisting in the bridge. So I'm going to come back this way, and I clip the foot end, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the ropes over and then slip the other blue piece on, okay? So same deal. We've got the two dog bones and the ridge line in the center, okay? You don't want anything twisted, anything turned, and with the carabiners, they're free to slide. So when you use a carabiner, that'll give you a little bit more play in the hammock. Now, I use the Camp Nano 22s. It doesn't really matter which direction they face. You might want to go ahead and spin it so that the bridge is hanging off the small side of the carabiner. So I've got that side set. This one's hanging on the fat side of the carabiner, the head side. I'm going to go ahead and spin that in my strap as well, okay? So before I even do anything, I'm going to go ahead and open the bridge and take a look. I've got the pockets at the head end. I've got the tabs facing up on each side, and I've got nothing twisted. All right. Now at this point, we already hung the ridge line, so we've got a rough idea on our tree straps. So if you guys are out in the field and it's pouring rain and you're messing around, you're just hanging the strap and the ridge line and getting that pretty close. Once you've got that set up, then you can go ahead and take this out. And if you guys wanted, you could actually attach your tarp before you even take the bridge out too. So if you're pitching in the rain, you want to get everything else set up using the ridge line, and then you can go ahead and get this thing going. As you come down, you're going to see these bright yellow tabs, okay? These are just grab cords to help you put the poles in. And if things are looking right, they're going to be lined up. Now to give you an idea, here we are at about knee height, okay? That's how you want this thing hanging. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the set of poles, okay? In the set of poles, regardless whether they're aluminum, black, or silver, you're going to get one short one, two with ferrules, and you're going to get one without. Or the simple way to remember it, male and female, boys go with girls, okay? Boys go with girls, boys go with girls. Now I've got two poles, okay? I've got a long one and a short one, and the long one's going to go on the headset. All right, to keep it easier for you, if you hold the pole in the middle, you want to look for the outside. Now when these are brand new, like this one is, they're going to be a little bit stiff, okay? So until you get about 10 or 12 nights in this hammock, you're going to want to be extra careful that you get these set up. And we'll do a close-up video on how to do the pole attachments, okay? So for right now, you see what I'm doing is I'm hooking up the far side and I'm pushing the pole away from me. This makes it a little bit easier to make the connections. I'm using the grab loop to help me pull the amp steel out and make a clean connection with the pole. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give it a little tug, put the far side in first, and I'm going to push the pole away from me, okay? You see how I'm not moving, I'm just using and pushing the pole so that I can grab it nice and easy. Now, the bridge is up, the ridge line is looking pretty level, and the center of the bridge is coming right about the top of my butt, okay? That is how you want to get going, and that's how you pitch the bridge. Thanks, guys.